Thailand stands out as a nation unlike any other in the world. In this fascinating land, the concept of libraries extends beyond the traditional notion of lending books. Instead, they serve as communal spaces for exchanging people and ideas. Women here often ride bicycles to their workplaces, their silhouettes adorned with images of Scandinavian goddesses, creating a blend of cultural symbolism and everyday practicality. The country's prisons are remarkably different from the grim, austere institutions one might expect. They resemble luxurious resorts more than places of confinement, with comfortable accommodations and peaceful surroundings that reflect a unique approach to incarceration. Meanwhile, Denmark, often celebrated as the happiest nation on earth, offers its own set of extraordinary sights and peculiarities. In the heart of its capital, a vibrant hippie district thrives, filled with colorful markets, bohemian cafes, and artistic expressions that embody a spirit of freedom and creativity. Just beyond the city's edges lie enchanting forests, where ancient, towering trees shelter legendary wooden trolls, massive, mythical creatures that seem to sleep among the greenery, adding an air of magic to the landscape. Prepare yourself, because these are just glimpses into the astonishing truths about Denmark, a country brimming with surprises. Let's begin with the 15th fact. Denmark proudly holds the title of the bicycle capital of the world. Here, bicycles are not merely a means of transportation, they are a way of life that deeply influences the country's culture and infrastructure. In Copenhagen, arguably the most cycle-friendly city on the planet, bicycles outnumber cars and are a common sight on every street. Whether you see businessmen in tailored suits rushing to meetings, students carrying backpacks full of books, or mothers with children safely secured in child seats behind them, all are confidently navigating the city on two wheels. Nearly 3/4 of Copenhagen's residents ride a bicycle daily, viewing it as an essential part of their routine, with cars becoming more of a luxury reserved for special occasions or longer trips. The city has gone to great lengths to support this cycling culture. Hundreds of kilometers of dedicated bike highways connect different parts of Copenhagen and neighboring cities, featuring smart parking systems, specially designed traffic lights that prioritize cyclists, and bridges with inventive names like Bike Snake, long, winding structures that weave gracefully between buildings, reminiscent of scenes from science fiction movies centered on futuristic transportation. An interesting cultural detail is that Danish children are taught the rules of the road for cyclists from a very young age. If a cyclist fails to signal a turn with a hand gesture, they risk being fined by the police, emphasizing the importance of safety and etiquette. The Danish government actively encourages environmentally sustainable practices by subsidizing the exchange of traditional cars for electric bicycles, a clear national declaration in favor of protecting the environment and promoting healthier living. If you've ever visited countries where cycling is woven into daily life, you'll recognize that Denmark truly sets the gold standard for bicycle culture worldwide. Moving on to the 14th fact, Denmark has a peculiar and captivating summer tradition. Unlike many other nations, where sunbathing is merely a leisure activity, in Denmark it has become a nationwide ritual, almost a cultural event, where the entire country turns its attention to the sun whenever it appears. The Danish Ocean transforms into a communal summer living room, inviting everyone to relax, socialize, and soak up the sunshine. As soon as the sun makes its appearance, locals rush to the beaches, parks, and even their own balconies, eager to embrace the warmth and light. Seaside resorts, especially those that are particularly popular, become bustling centers of activity, resembling giant studios dedicated to producing vital vitamin D for Danes. Sunbathing is not just a casual pastime. It is an essential part of summer life, a ritual that rejuvenates both body and spirit. One of the most striking examples of this sun-loving tradition is found at Skagen Beach, located at Denmark's northernmost tip. Here, a rare natural phenomenon unfolds that captivates visitors and locals alike. The North Sea and the Baltic Sea converge in this area, yet astonishingly, they do not mix, creating a mesmerizing spectacle of contrasting waters. On one side, the sea is calm and a vivid shade of blue, while on the other, it is cold, turbulent, and stormy. The magic lies in the fact that a person can stand with one foot in each ocean simultaneously, experiencing the union of two distinct bodies of water in a single moment, a truly unforgettable experience. From Cape Skagen, marked by the iconic Grey Lighthouse, to the shifting white dunes of Rebjorkmill, the only migrating sand dunes in all of Northern Europe, the Danish coast is a landscape full of wonder and surprises. For those seeking genuine freedom and uninhibited connection with nature, the beaches of Blakkie and Belvia are ideal destinations. Here, sunbathing naked is not only allowed but has become quite common, reflecting a relaxed attitude toward body positivity and personal liberty that pervades Danish culture. In these pristine, open shores, the sense of liberation is palpable, inviting visitors to shed their inhibitions and embrace the natural beauty. Dutch residents often refer to certain beaches as clothing-friendly beaches, a term that hints at the relaxed attitude toward modesty in those areas. However, in truth, on any beach you visit, you are free to remove your clothes if you wish, and generally, no one around will pay much attention to it. The casual atmosphere makes such actions feel natural and unremarkable. If you're curious, you might want to leave a comment at the fifth spot on your list of beach destinations. For those whose idea of adventure is shaped by Denmark's unique beach culture, the number 13 on the list showcases perhaps the most captivating aspect of Scandinavian beauty and friendliness. The women of Denmark, often regarded as some of the most attractive and welcoming women in all of Scandinavia. These women, often described as modern-day Viking goddesses, embody a blend of elegance, independence, and openness that seems almost effortless. They are tall and slender, with hair that shines like the northern sun, blonde and radiant, often reminiscent of the glow seen in Scandinavian fairy tales. Their skin is flawlessly fair, and their eyes are bright blue, sparkling as if they stepped straight out of a Hollywood movie scene. Yet, what truly draws admiration from men across Europe and America is not only their striking appearance. The Danish women are among the most independent women anywhere in the world. For instance, over 70% of women aged 20 to 60 are actively employed, which places Denmark among the countries with the highest employment rates for women in Europe. Within this vibrant workforce, women hold roles as architects, engineers, doctors, and even business owners. Their days are filled with professional pursuits, but come evening, they often unwind by riding bicycles around the city or relaxing on sunlit terraces with friends during the warm summer months. In everyday life, Danish women are remarkably friendly and open-minded toward foreigners. Whether you are a tourist exploring the city or a newcomer settling into the country, they are usually eager to help with directions. If the mood strikes them, they might even offer you a cold beer, sharing a moment of genuine hospitality. Fluency in English is common among them, and their relaxed, welcoming attitude creates an atmosphere so comfortable that many Europeans and Americans find themselves falling in love with Denmark at first sight. During the day, you might see Danish women practicing yoga at the harbor, working diligently in waterfront cafes, or confidently embracing their roles as caring mothers. As evening falls, they fill minimalist bars with laughter and warm, engaging conversations. Their presence adds a special charm to the city's social fabric. Have you ever encountered a Danish woman? If so, share your experiences in the comments. And if you're interested in exploring Danish dating culture further, let us know. There's much more to discover about their way of forming connections and building relationships. Moving on to a different marvel of Denmark, at number 12 on the list stands what might be the most unique living library in the entire world. This innovative institution, known as the Living Library, is unlike any traditional library you've encountered. Here, instead of borrowing books, visitors borrow people. Founded in Copenhagen in the year 2000, this remarkable project has expanded well beyond its original borders and now operates in more than 80 countries worldwide. The concept replaces pages with personal stories, creating a space where live communication takes center stage. In the Living Library, you sit face-to-face with a living book, a person who has faced prejudice, led an unconventional life, or experienced something extraordinary. These individuals include refugees, homeless persons, practicing Muslims, or others whose stories challenge stereotypes and foster understanding. The idea is simple but powerful. You can ask any question you wish in a safe, open environment, and in exchange, borrow their story for a period of 30 to 60 minutes. The beauty of this setup is that these books are able to answer, sharing their experiences honestly and openly. What is astonishing is that such encounters are not confined to libraries alone. They take place in schools, hospitals, workplaces, and even in high school districts across Denmark. The government actively supports and promotes these interactions as part of an effort to combat social stigma, promote empathy, and contribute to societal healing. The Living Library has come to symbolize the openness and inclusiveness of Danish society, standing as one of the most touching and innovative examples of modern social progress. It's a vivid reminder of the country's commitment to understanding, tolerance, and human connection. Finally, at number 11, there exists a truly distinctive and free-spirited enclave right in the heart of Copenhagen, one of Europe's most modern and meticulously organized cities. This enclave is known as Christiania, a community that was founded in 1971 by a group of pacifist artists and hippies seeking an alternative lifestyle. Over the decades, Christiania has evolved into a parallel world, a vibrant, self-governing neighborhood that exists alongside the city's orderly streets and elegant architecture. It is a place where the ideals of peace, creativity, and freedom are woven into the very fabric of daily life. In the heart of Denmark lies the extraordinary free city of Christiania, a place where the usual rules of urban life dissolve into a boundless realm of creative expression. Here, the bustling veneer of luxury boutiques and the constant hum of flashy advertising are deliberately absent, replaced instead by a vibrant tapestry of street art, lively cafes crafted from repurposed shipping containers, and charming wooden houses painted in a kaleidoscope of colors. The atmosphere is warm and inviting, with neighbors exchanging greetings and stories as if they had known each other for years, fostering a sense of community that feels timeless. In Christiania, the streets are free of cars, allowing only bicycles to glide along the pathways, their wheels softly humming as musicians strum guitars, their melodies floating through the air like gentle breezes. The city has embraced an unconventional economy, even minting its own currency, which locals and visitors alike use in a spirit of independence and camaraderie. Some districts operate with their own maps and rules, all coexisting peacefully within the lively heart of Copenhagen. Many travelers consider this enclave a sort of country within a country, a miniature universe packed full of cultural surprises. It's not just a spot on the map but a vibrant, living adventure that leaves an indelible impression on all who visit, a true celebration of art, community, and freedom. Moving away from the city, a different kind of marvel awaits just a short journey from Copenhagen, a place that defies Denmark's typical minimalist reputation. Known as the secret world of trolls, it is arguably one of Europe's most enchanting hidden gems. This site features a series of enormous wooden sculptures resembling trolls, nestled deep within the forests and clearings, their silent forms blending seamlessly into the natural surroundings. These gentle giants are posed in various relaxed stances, some lying down, others climbing or napping beside streams, creating an almost mystical scene. The sculptures were crafted by the talented artist Thomas Damba, who utilized recycled pallets, discarded windows, and scraps of old wood, transforming refuse into symbols of Denmark's deep-rooted commitment to sustainability. These colossal figures have become emblematic of the country's dedication to eco-friendly practices and creative reuse. What sets this experience apart is that there is no official map leading visitors to the trolls. Instead, explorers are encouraged to set out on a treasure hunt, turning their visit into an exciting adventure where art and nature intertwine. This journey is more than a simple photo opportunity. It is an engaging quest suitable for all ages, blending imagination, ecology, and craftsmanship in a way that few places worldwide can match. It truly transports visitors into a northern fairy tale, where the line between myth and reality blurs, and the sleeping giants invite you to discover their secrets hidden among the trees. Next on the list, and ranking 9th among Denmark's hidden treasures, is a practical yet surprisingly strict rule: do not bring more than $1,400 into the country. While Denmark is widely admired for its transparency, honesty, and straightforwardness, this particular regulation often catches newcomers off guard. If you arrive in Denmark seeking asylum and possess assets exceeding this amount, you might be asked to contribute toward your own living expenses during your stay. This rule, introduced in Div Taisachi Sestnadkat, is part of a broader strategy aimed at maintaining the stability of Denmark's generous social security system. ensuring that both residents and newcomers share responsibility for its upkeep. It's important to note that certain personal items, such as wedding rings, cherished family photographs, and sentimental mementos, are generally exempt from seizure, recognizing their emotional significance. Although this policy initially sparked some controversy, most Danes see it as a sensible measure rather than an act of cruelty. To them, it's simply common sense, a way to balance compassion with pragmatism. Few realize that Denmark ranks among the world's leading nations in social protection and welfare, and this rule helps uphold the fairness and sustainability of those systems, even amid the influx of migrants and visitors. It's a nuanced approach that reflects Denmark's broader commitment to social equity and responsible management of its resources. Finally, at number 8, Denmark boasts a truly peculiar and solitary tradition that is both fascinating and uniquely Danish. For those who have yet to find their soulmate or are still searching for that special person, the country offers a custom unlike any other in Europe. This tradition, rooted in centuries of folklore and cultural habit, provides a quiet yet meaningful way for single individuals to cope with the sometimes lonely journey of love. It is a testament to Denmark's embrace of individuality and its understanding of personal paths, even when they lead to solitude. This tradition, along with the country's other idiosyncrasies, underscores the rich tapestry of Danish life, a blend of innovation, respect for nature, and a gentle humor that makes it stand out on the map of Europe. When you reach the age of 25 and happen to be single, your friends will surely plan a special kind of celebration, one that has become famous throughout the country, the cinnamon party. This unique tradition involves covering the birthday person from head to toe in cinnamon powder, as if they had just rolled through a bakery's display of freshly baked goods. The process is not only amusing and lighthearted but also entirely harmless, leaving behind a delightful, spicy fragrance that seems to linger in the air long after the event. These birthday celebrations are typically held in public spaces, on bustling city streets, at lively cafes, or even in busy workplaces, making it impossible to keep the surprise under wraps. The fun is amplified by friends who sometimes enhance the spectacle by adding other ingredients to the mix. Sprigs of fragrant flowers, steaming cups of coffee, splashes of water, or even eggs, transforming what might seem like a simple prank into a lively, colorful street performance. The origins of this playful custom trace back to ancient Danish spice merchants. These merchants, so engrossed in their trade and busy with their work, often found little time for marriage or personal celebrations. Over the centuries, this quirky tradition evolved into a humorous and jovial way to celebrate reaching a milestone age while embracing the joys of being single. It's a celebration that emphasizes fun, camaraderie, and the light-hearted acceptance of one's current status. And the tradition doesn't end there. When a person remains unmarried by the age of 30, the festivities take on a fiery twist, literally. Instead of cinnamon, the birthday person is now sprinkled with hot chili peppers, adding a spicy, fiery kick to the celebration. Although Denmark is renowned for being one of the happiest countries in the world, its customs can sometimes be unexpectedly fiery, both in a literal sense, with chili peppers, and figuratively, in their playful teasing. This blend of humor and tradition vividly illustrates Denmark's joyful and unconventional approach to marking life's milestones. Moving from festive customs to societal innovations, one of Denmark's most remarkable and progressive features is its prison system, often regarded as the most humane in the world. Welcome to Halden Prison, an institution that redefines the very concept of incarceration. Unlike the typical image of prisons surrounded by towering fences, barbed wire, and steel bars, Halden's facilities are open, welcoming, and surprisingly comfortable. Inmates here are provided with their own private rooms, complete with kitchenettes, flat-screen televisions, and the freedom to prepare their own meals using ingredients they select themselves. This approach fosters a sense of dignity and respect that is often absent in traditional correctional facilities. Perhaps most striking is the fact that prisoners are allowed to work outside the prison for up to 8 hours each day, returning in the evening to what can only be described as a resort rather than a penitentiary. The inmates earn a salary, which they can use to buy personal items or groceries, further promoting independence and responsibility. To many, this might sound like something out of science fiction, an American might find it hard to believe that a prison could resemble a resort. But in Denmark, this system is rooted in the philosophy that the primary goal of incarceration should be rehabilitation, not punishment. The aim is to prepare inmates for a successful reintegration into society as responsible, independent citizens. The environment within Halden is calm and respectful. Guards do not shout or use force, cells are spacious and not overcrowded, and there are numerous facilities to support personal growth. These include quiet zones for reflection, sports fields for exercise, courses to develop new skills, and even a music studio for those who dream of performing on stage. The success of this approach is reflected in the recidivism rate. Only about 27% of former inmates reoffend, a stark contrast to the 76% recidivism rate typical in the United States. This innovative Danish model demonstrates that prisons can be more than places of punishment. They can be environments that foster growth, dignity, and hope for a better future. In a different realm of cultural uniqueness, Denmark also holds a curious linguistic distinction. It is the only country in the world where the word please is almost entirely absent from everyday speech. Despite Denmark's reputation for politeness and good manners, the word please is rarely used in Danish conversations. This absence does not imply rudeness or disrespect. Rather, it reflects a cultural norm where respect is considered the default state. In Danish society, everyone from the janitor to the CEO is regarded as equals, and politeness manifests through directness, genuine eye contact, respectful tone, and sincere behavior, rather than through formal phrases or ornate expressions. For example, if a Danish person at a cafe simply asks, "Give me a coffee," it might sound blunt to someone unfamiliar with the culture. However, among Danes, such straightforward language is perfectly normal and polite because it is rooted in mutual respect and clarity. This cultural approach to politeness emphasizes authenticity over formality. Interestingly, this trait influences how Danes speak. There is a word, venlig, which exists in the language for making formal requests. However, it carries a tone that feels excessively official, almost bureaucratic, and does not blend naturally into everyday conversation. As a result, although Tochins are renowned for their politeness, their manner of expressing requests is quite different from the casual, friendly approach often associated with American speech. Moving on to the fifth point, Copenhagen stands out as the most fashionable and stylish capital city in the entire world. When the sun dips below the horizon and casts its fading glow behind the iconic red rooftops of the city, Copenhagen does not simply settle into quiet slumber. Instead, it undergoes a remarkable transformation, igniting with a vibrant, lively energy that illuminates the night sky. The city's nocturnal scene is one of Northern Europe's most dynamic, carefree, and unexpectedly alluring environments. Along the shimmering, illuminated canals that wind through the city, young locals gather outdoors, sipping cold beers and enjoying the crisp air. Couples can be seen strolling hand in hand along the riverbanks, their footsteps echoing the relaxed rhythm of the city's evening. Nearby, street jazz bands perform lively tunes near flower stalls, adding a layer of soulful charm to the scene. The district of Vesterbro, which once was a working-class neighborhood, has now gained international recognition as one of the most fashionable and trendy areas in the world, as designated by the magazine Time Out. Here, one can discover a lively mix of craft beer bars, art galleries, hipster cafes, and clandestine clubs hidden behind weathered, creaky wooden doors, each brimming with its own underground spirit. Along the renowned Nyhavn Canal, elegantly dressed individuals, known as chunks, amble gracefully, their simple yet stylish outfits complemented by glasses of wine or craft beer in hand. They move under the gentle glow of lanterns, which cast a soft, golden light over the scene. Don't be surprised if these passers-by strike up conversations with strangers, offering tips about favorite local spots or inviting newcomers to spontaneous gatherings in nearby parks. An intriguing fact about Copenhagen is that even at 2 o'clock in the morning, bicycles continue to dominate the streets. Local residents use them to travel seamlessly to bars, clubs, or even to their night shifts, their paths illuminated by tiny, sparkling lights affixed to their bikes. For those eager to experience a genuine northern night, many nightclubs remain open until dawn, some until 8 o'clock in the morning. Among them, Bakken, Denmark's oldest operating nightclub located in the historic meatpacking district, is especially notable. Here, electronic music pulses through the air amid historic architecture, blending the free-spirited energy of nightlife with deep cultural roots. Moving on to the fourth point, Copenhagen proudly holds its place as the premier tourist destination in the north. Denmark, in many ways, resembles a living fairy tale, embodying enchantment within the heart of modern Europe. Your exploration should begin in the Nyhavn district, where rows of brightly colored houses reflect in the historic canal, creating a picture-perfect scene. Take your time to enjoy a coffee in the open air, listening to live music performances by the water's edge, which add a lively soundtrack to your morning. From there, venture to Tivoli Park, one of the world's oldest amusement parks still in operation, offering a charming blend of nostalgia and entertainment. Just a short walk away lies Town Hall Square, bustling with traditional restaurants and shops that sell authentic Danish handicrafts. For a deeper immersion into Copenhagen's regal history, visit Rosenborg Castle, which houses royal crowns and centuries-old treasures, providing a glimpse into the nation's royal past. Stroll through the lush, meticulously maintained botanical gardens and explore the nearby Natural History Museum, where ancient fossils and exotic specimens await discovery. Continue your journey to Amalienborg Palace, the stately residence of the Danish royal family. Be sure to witness the ceremonial changing of the guard, an event rich in tradition and pageantry. Cross the square to reach the Copenhagen Opera House, an architectural gem situated by the river, renowned for its sleek, modern design that captures the essence of Nordic aesthetics. For those captivated by history and politics, a visit to Christiansborg Palace is essential, as it houses the Danish Parliament, the Supreme Court, and the royal chambers all beneath a majestic dome. This site offers a comprehensive view of Denmark's political and royal heritage, making it an ideal concluding stop for an unforgettable tour of Copenhagen. Moving on to the third point, Denmark hosts an array of extraordinary festivals that celebrate its culture, history, and vibrant community life. If you imagine festivals to be all about dazzling fireworks displays and catchy pop music, then Denmark will certainly surprise you with its unique and diverse celebrations that go far beyond those familiar notions. To begin exploring this vibrant cultural tapestry, let's focus on the Roskilde Festival, which unfolds at the end of June in the charming town of Roskilde, just a short train journey from Copenhagen. This festival holds the distinction of being the largest music gathering in all of Northern Europe, drawing in a staggering crowd of over 130,000 enthusiastic participants every single year. But what truly sets Roskilde apart from typical musical events is its most exhilarating and unconventional highlight, the infamous Naked Run. During this event, brave and lively festival-goers paint their bodies with bright colors, don outlandish costumes that defy imagination, and dash around the stage in a spirited display of chaos and joy. The atmosphere is electric, filled with laughter and camaraderie, as spectators cheer on the participants. The victor of this wild race is awarded a free week-long pass, adding an extra layer of excitement and friendly competition to the festivities. As the year progresses, Denmark's celebrations take on a different tone in the cold winter months. In November, the entire country bursts into life for JDAG, or National Beer Day, a holiday that is both a tribute to Denmark's cherished brewing traditions and a lively communal event. On the very first Friday of November, the beloved Christmas beer, known as Julebryg, makes its debut on store shelves, signaling the start of the festive season. Crowds across Copenhagen don cozy blue woolen hats, hop into horse-drawn carriages that glide along cobblestone streets, and generously distribute free beer in the streets, creating a scene reminiscent of medieval festivities adapted to a modern cityscape. This lively parade, blending history with contemporary cheer, transforms Copenhagen into a living tableau of tradition and revelry. Come February, the coldest months of winter are marked by exhilarating festivals of winter swimming in cities like Aarhus, Klitmøller, and Copenhagen. Here, hundreds of brave souls plunge into icy waters wearing brightly colored wetsuits, challenging the frigid temperatures with daring dives that seem almost heroic. Afterward, they gather in communal saunas, where they sing, share hot mulled wine, and revel in the warmth of camaraderie. The sharp cold penetrates deeply, Yet the thick layers of human warmth and northern spirit create an atmosphere filled with resilience and festive cheer. Shifting focus to practical matters, let's consider what it takes to live in Denmark, especially on a budget. Despite consistently ranking among the happiest nations in Europe, Denmark's high quality of life does come with a price. For instance, a one-bedroom apartment in Copenhagen typically costs between $1,300 and $1,800 per month, though living in smaller cities can reduce this expense by around 20%. Internet and utilities combined usually amount to about $200 each month. Dining out at modest cafes generally costs between $18 and $25 per meal, but cooking at home can be quite economical, with monthly grocery bills ranging from $400 to $600. The country's public transportation system is reliable and efficient, with monthly passes priced between $70 and $100, making commuting straightforward. Many residents prefer to explore the city by bicycle, which is not only more affordable but also environmentally friendly and a healthy way to get around. Gym memberships typically fall in the $35 to $50 range, while a routine visit to the dentist costs around $80. Overall, living simply in Denmark, covering essentials such as rent, utilities, transportation, and leisure, can amount to roughly $2,300 to $2,800 per month. This is about 15 to 25% more expensive than similar living costs in the United States, but in return, residents enjoy an excellent quality of life, comprehensive social protections, and a stable, secure environment. If you're considering relocating to Denmark, long-term visas are relatively accessible, especially for freelancers, permanent residents, or those participating in programs like Stay Working. To make your budget stretch further, it's wise to rent accommodations on the outskirts of cities, which tend to be more affordable and offer more space. Cycling remains the most popular and practical mode of transportation, saving money and reducing carbon footprints. Shopping at discount grocery chains such as Netto or Rema Odna Taisaka can significantly cut down food expenses. Additionally, Denmark's healthcare system offers basic assistance free of charge, making healthcare more affordable than in many other countries. While Denmark is not known for being a cheap country, with careful planning and smart choices, it's entirely possible to enjoy a comfortable, high-quality life without overspending. Finally, few would expect Denmark, a small, relatively modest country, to be at the forefront of the global culinary scene. Yet, Copenhagen has emerged as a true gastronomic capital, inspiring a revolution in modern cuisine that attracts food lovers from all over the world. The city's culinary reputation extends far beyond its traditional smørrebrød, or buttered open. Nestled in a city renowned for its culinary excellence, a restaurant has earned the prestigious title of the best restaurant in the world no fewer than 5 times, according to the world's 50 best restaurants list. This establishment is celebrated for its innovative approach, drawing inspiration from the rich, pristine ingredients of the northern regions and presenting them through the lens of new Nordic cuisine. On its menu, one can find delicately smoked reindeer, freshly harvested seaweed bursting with oceanic flavor, and eggs that are gently cooked within the soft embrace of moss, creating a harmony of land and sea, tradition and modernity. If you crave something more classic, the menu offers a comforting dish known as smørrebrød. It features hearty slices of rye bread generously spread with smooth butter, then topped with savory herring caviar, crisp radish slices, and fragrant dill, creating a perfect balance of saltiness, crunch, and herbaceous freshness. This traditional recipe, treasured through generations, exists in numerous variations across the city, each vendor adding their own touch while preserving the essence of this beloved fare. For a more casual yet equally authentic experience, one might visit Refn UG Ani Market, a bustling hub where the aroma of grilled Danish sausages fills the air. Here, visitors can indulge in succulent sausages served with tangy pickles, crispy fried onions, and a drizzle of ketchup. Complementing this is the golden remoulade, a local favorite, rich, creamy, and perfect for enhancing the smoky flavors of the grilled meats. Such simple pleasures reflect the hearty and unpretentious spirit of Danish street food culture. Few are aware that Copenhagen is home to a renowned culinary school which has garnered a reputation as one of Europe's finest institutions for training chefs. Many of the continent's most talented culinary minds come here to hone their skills, particularly in sustainable and innovative food practices. This focus on sustainability has made the city a global leader, with chefs from major metropolitan areas traveling here to learn new techniques and adopt environmentally conscious cooking methods. Embedded within this vibrant culture are numerous fascinating facts about Denmark, 15 in total, that reveal the country's unique history, traditions, and modern innovations. We hope that exploring these insights has offered you a fresh perspective on this remarkable nation, enriching your understanding of its rich cultural tapestry. It's been a pleasure sharing today's journey with you, and we hope you enjoyed this glimpse into Denmark's culinary and cultural landscape. If you found this content engaging, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, ensuring you won't miss any of our future explorations. Your support is vital, enabling us to continue creating captivating and diverse content. Be sure to check out the next video that appears on your screen. It's one we think you'll find equally intriguing. And don't forget to leave a comment telling us which country you'd like us to explore next. Thank you so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you again in our next adventure.